Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news video, and we received a brand new article with a few of the details from yesterday's video where I covered an article in that. We've got a few more details from that which have just been reiterated or extended upon, but we do have some brand new details regarding what I like to call and what many like to call the open world element of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, so I'm going to go over this. This is from the February edition of the PlayStation magazine, and I'll put an image up on screen now if you do want to read it all for yourself, but there's a lot of information in there that's kind of already been reiterated in a lot of ways to us, such as this being the biggest LEGO game of all time, the fact that you can play any of the Skywalker Saga movies in any order you want. What's interesting about that is it does say you can start with the Clone Wars or the Rise of Skywalker. I will just clarify with this that I don't think that means you can start with the Clone Wars animated show. I think it means if you want to start within episode 2 or episode 3, that time period. But if we move on to the open world element, and once I've done this we've got a bit more information about the characters that I discussed yesterday, but how do random encounters work and what can we expect? And the answer to this is our random encounters take place in the space sections of our open world. Each planet has its own local space where various events take place, such as quests which have ventured off-world, but these open spaces also gave us opportunities to explore the spaceship combat that serves in many of the most memorable Star Wars scenes. So for example, when you are flying around Tatooine, you might enter a contested area and find a dogfight taking place where rebel soldiers are locked in a battle with the Empire, and you can pick the side you help. One of our biggest new space features is also a part of the random encounter system, the capital ships. If the player is intercepted by a capital ship, they can fight to disable the huge ships and then board them. And just to clarify the situation with the characters from yesterday, is confirmed in this article there are around 300 playable characters, which was formerly 250, but there's now around 300 playable characters, but overall for this game they made around 800 unique characters, so some of those will be NPCs, some of those may just be in cutscenes, so that's 500 really that you're not going to be able to play as roundabouts, which is interesting. They made more NPCs than playable characters, but 300 is still absolutely incredible. There's a few more tiny details regarding planets. So it says this: there are 23 planets/moons with 28 unique locations that the player can visit, each full of quests, challenges, items and characters to find. If you have a favourite Star Wars location, it's pretty likely you can visit it in game. Each of these planets also features a local space where you can take advantage of the many ships you can unlock to get in dogfights and defeat capital ships, which when boarded reveal even more areas to explore. So I honestly think overall this is absolutely fantastic. The way you'll just be able to arrive on, let's say, Coruscant, there can be a fight taking place, you can decide which team you're on. It's not necessarily the bad guys always attacking the good guys, which it's stereotypically been in previous LEGO games. The fact that capital ships can come out of nowhere, you have to disable them, then you can board them. Every planet's going to have its own airspace, so once again, if you're on, let's say, Naboo, you can take to the airspace, maybe defeat a capital ship while you're there. And I think it's just fantastic how a capital ship can come out of nowhere as well. This with the 300 characters who are playable, the 800 characters overall populating these locations, it's truly going to be, as they say once again in this article, the biggest LEGO game of all time. Once again, if you are interested, feel free to take a look at the image I put in this video of the article. Let me know your opinions on what was said in there. The rest is just talking about how they designed the game. It confirms that they did go working from home. They've had a bit more time to polish the game, which I think we kind of knew anyway. So the rest of the article is just pretty much stating the obvious or what we already know. But let me know your thoughts about this open world element. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and it truly does back up the point of this just being a huge LEGO game. Considering we're getting the open world Star Wars game a few years from now by Ubisoft, which is actually going to be the better open world game, I don't know, this could be a contender at this point. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe if you did enjoy. I'll see you all in the next one.